when they met in the semi-final of the World Championship 2 years ago. Kyren Wilson made 4 centuries against Shaun Murphy and lost.
Yeah, I mean, he led 10-4, didn't he, in that match, first to 17, and ended up losing 17-12. It was a complete turnaround. Don't know if he angled him on that red or not. It's one of those that's going to take a bit of close scrutiny, I think, from Murphy.
Kyren Wilson's favourite film, Jaws. Level of safety, but I think Kyren Wilson is fully aware that he's going to have to keep Shaun Murphy up there in the long grass as long as he can.
Foul, a miss. Kyren Wilson, 4.
I think he'll be going back despite the fact that he's got ball potentially in hand. Not of much use to him. I wouldn't expect the same thing to happen again, and certainly if it did, it wouldn't be happening on the third go.
Kyren, thanks.
Playing a thin contact, but just make the minor adjustment to hit it this time. I think players are loath to play safety shots off the side of the bunch because you can knock reds near pockets unknowingly, or certainly unaware of it. So often it's a very thin contact off the bunch on these.
And you heard the sound there. That was not thin. It was too thick. The cue ball didn't quite make the baulk line. Just about short of it. And the way Murphy's been potting, this could be danger for Wilson.
playing the up and down safety of the right hand red here. Taking the cue ball back in behind the green or in that area.
Some high standard defence here. Mind you, with the way these two pot, they need it.
Foul and a miss. Kyren Wilson, 4.
Earlier on in the frame, he missed one and the cue ball landed in that pocket as well. This time Kyren might have more interest in it. Would he take this pot on? Do you want to take any sort of risk like that? He said yesterday when he came in that he believes he's the best, well, as good as anybody at long potting in the world. But he chose not to take on that one, fair enough. But again, I'm not entirely sure that Murphy's in a great deal of trouble here. He's likely to hit this one. Second to go. When we get the balls replaced correctly.
Yep.
Quite a disparity in the total points scored. Murphy leads by 208. But the most salient stat, he only leads by a single frame.
Foul and a miss. Shaun Murphy, 4. Yeah.
Now this miss that we saw first time, this is a little different. This could be missed again, I think.
Check it. Would you bring up check it?
Trying to get the thinnest of edges from long range. So this is not impossible that it could happen a second time from this position. The Australian wants to confirmation of where the balls were.
More?
A bit more.
When there's only one ball to replace, the process should be swifter than this.
Yeah. And a bit towards the yellow. Yeah.
Try. I didn't think so. I thought you were more or less plumb behind the brown, but about here,
I don't think I was, yeah.
as far off the cushion.
Yeah, I don't think I was, because there's my chalk
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not going to touch the cushion from there.
That's how it looks on the
No.
screen.
I'll adjust it because if it's just fractions.
It's the right line.
Yeah.
You just need to come directly back in line. I think it's going to touch.
Okay. I'll go you play the shot, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is the
Sorry.
original shot.
Thanks.
Now, okay, now, this is not. I mean, it looks to me as if he can barely hit that because he nearly hit the brown. Yeah, I think that's right. We've got there in the end. He could miss this again, I think, going the way he is. It's a sliver of the red that he can get to.
To the right. Give me just gone too far there. You've gone a touch too far.
Okay. That way.
No, you've got that the other way.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm going too far that way.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because my chalk mark
Yeah.
lines up with that now.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks.
In these exchanges, it's always wonderful that the players have terrific integrity. Talking against himself there, Wilson.
Well, he doesn't want it put back. I mean, he's happy with that outcome. All right, he hit the jaw of the middle bag, but he's got the shot played. Got it out of the way. Big frame this, you know. Hearing from Stephen Hendry about frames that go a little scrappy and safety orientated. He didn't like them himself, and he suggested that Shaun might be, you know, similar. This has been a lot of safety without any balls potted.
Thank you.
There's still 15 reds on the table. Mightn't be for long. Been going 13 minutes. The 8-4 points are all fouls. And this has been a very slow start to frame 8.
So slow, 4 of the 7 completed frames have been quicker than this.
One.
Nicely done. The cue wasn't exactly flown up the table for the colour. But as you saw, 26 minutes since he last potted one, so nice to get one started. Got to avoid hitting the yellow here on the up and down for the red. Well, didn't avoid the yellow, didn't pot the blue. It was a fairly weak shot, that. I suppose if you pot the ball, the cue ball just goes to the right of the yellow, but once you hit it too thin, then you lose all control of where everything finishes. So that was not a great one.
One.
That was excellent. Not just the pot itself, the application of check side to avoid going into the bunch on the way back. And he's nicely on the yellow.
He is, and we see the shot again, and he plays it well because he gets top side of the yellow. There is a chance he could play this and take a risk and just try and move the black into play or the reds around it. No, not going for that option. But it is a slightly congested table. I thought he might try and just move the game along a little bit. I mean, the black pot's where it is, but there's reds on the or near the black spot. He'd do well to make a break here, despite how well he's been making them so far. think he overscrewed that a little bit. He wanted to be on the red, the left corner, but he's quite a thin angle on it now. Wanted to be straighter on that red. It's missable, and also cue ball, he's got no real control over it here. That has cleared the decks a little bit, hasn't it? Played it well. Top spin.
Green ball.
The position of the balls are unorthodox, but there's plenty of them in the open. The worst shot he's played tonight by a distance.
Shaun Murphy, 11.
I know. I mean, where's that come from? I mean, the shot before, he completely cleared the area around the pink spot. Knocked all the reds away. You think he's off again. And then that one. It's very surprising. He missed a ball like that in the Masters, you know, the green exactly like that. But on the opening day. And he missed a green almost identical to that, having been in good form at the time. Yes, he went on to beat Neil Robertson 6-4, but it would have been easier.
1.
I think we've already said this week in the studio, sometimes it's the difficult shots he plays brilliantly and the occasional mistake are the easier ones. There was a prime example.
And now psychologically for Wilson, all of this is a bonus. He was fully anticipating sitting in that chair for quite some time.
Five. Eleven. Kyren motion, 11.
Well, you feel that was the moment that Kyren had to step up from the mistake that was made by Shaun, and he hasn't done so. So Murphy can almost put that out of his mind, the ball he missed, if he can step forward from here. Little mind games in snooker. It's a scrappy frame in an otherwise excellent match. These frames in some ways mean more.
One.
The green was one of his worst shots of the night. That one, given the context,
Available.
one of his best.
Three.
Remember, no ball missed with the rest so far tonight by both players. 7 out of 7, identical records for both.
Thank you. 4.
Well, the black spot is not free, so when it pots, it becomes tied up.
Eleven. Twelve.
In the third frame, on a break of 59, Murphy missed a pink off its spot to this pocket. Didn't miss that one, but I think he deserved a lot more than he got.
Well, he's looking at the plant.
18.
Again, it's not a certainty, although if they're in line, it's easier than the one he missed into that same pocket. Can he get to enough to turn it around? It's not dead set, you see. So he's got to get very close to the black to hit one side of the first red. I don't know if he can quite get through. He believes he can. It must be in the balance. Is it worth taking the risk? Because again, the black won't be free. Well, that's probably done him a favour, because leaving the red over the pocket might have put a lot of pressure on his next shot. Be a good trick shot, this, wouldn't it? How do you pot both of these reds? Double miss the second one twice. Trouble is, you probably couldn't do it again if you tried. Down on that ball and playing it slowly is a
26.
mighty shot. Just a hold for the red. I think there are many players who would have just walked away and played the safety shot there.
$27.
But despite how well he's playing, I'll say it again, he'll do very well to secure the frame at this scoring visit.
$33.
Still hope.
$4.
Stayed down on this one, didn't he? I don't know why, because it was never in any doubt from what we saw from that camera angle. Does the red go to the left corner, the top red? Well, judging by that shot, it must do. He's played it well again, hasn't he? All these shots he's playing.
40.
This has been a difficult break. Well, I said he'd do well to win the frame at this scoring visit. And he has done well. It's been a superb effort, actually. balls were not very conducive to securing a frame from where they were. It's one snooker. He can afford to walk away now. If he rolls the black in, it's even more snookers. He could play safe, because we know at this stage the frame isn't quite one.
Rainbow.
Playing the brown onto the left cushion, getting the snooker behind the pink on the red. Very much the percentage shot to play.
Shaun Murphy,
That was a
41.
terrific break. He's made 2 big centuries in this match, but only the 41 break, which to me was almost as significant.
Foul. Shaun Murphy 4. Free ball.
Shaun Murphy's shot selection decision, well and truly vindicated. An extra 4 points on the board and a free ball. This frame is over.
Yeah. No, yeah. One.
Murphy will be pleased when he looks at the scoreboard. 48 in front, 35 on. 4 snookers required. Even 1 snooker and a free ball won't be enough.
Shaun Murphy 8.
Even the magician couldn't pull off that trick. And although Wilson comes back to the table, it's almost 5-3.
1.
So Neil, by potting the last red, he's taken away the possibility of 8 points from a free ball. Not very often you dig yourself out of a hole quite this deep.
No, I don't think he felt that he could keep the red out. He just wanted to give himself some hope, but really he's playing all the balls. There's less to get snookers behind at the moment. I don't think he played it. Clearly he tried to get in behind the brown. Yeah, it was a very big frame. 5-3 down, which it looks to be. He's not lost, clearly, but he could have got himself at 4-4 somehow in what's looked to be a scrappy
Kyren
frame.
10.
Would have been some effort, but Shaun's break. It's superb. It would have hurt Kyren the way he made it. So 38, the difference. Or snookers, which is would be slightly less than that if he ended up on blue, pink, and black, of course. It's not easy to hit. I mean, obviously, he's got to come dangerously close to hitting the black, which would help Kyren, obviously. Yeah. He can do little wrong at the moment, trying such good shots.
Lengthiest frame of the match by 6 minutes. But also, for Murphy, in many respects, the most satisfying.
can think of players who wouldn't have been still trying to win it if they were Kyren Wilson, but I just think it's frustrated the way it's all going. He's staying out there hoping for almost a miracle, I think. How many times do you see a frame one with 4 snookers needed? Very rarely. Especially on the colours. As you say, the free ball on the last red business is all gone. I can't think of all that many.
Well, for ITV purposes, I can think of just one, and I mentioned it a lot. Ryan Day got 4 snookers against Marco Fu in the semi-final of the World Grand Prix. That was a Saturday night thriller as well. But surely that's once in a blue moon.
Yeah, didn't go for the pot there, hoping that he was going to wobble the green and take it up the table. It seems to me that Kyren is having a little regroup at the moment, thinking about how he's going to come from 2 down with 3 to play, because it seems like that's how it's going to be.
Snookered himself for the greens in. Look on the bright side, Shaun.
Shaun Murphy, 3 conceded.
This time the concession does arrive, and for the first time this evening, Shaun Murphy is 2 in front with 3 to play.